It is Saturday, the weekend. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Well, today was the pre-release event of the brand new set of Digimon cards. Went to my little local shop for the tournament. I bought me a box, got lucky, because they had enough to do the tournament, but enough people showed up where basically there was leftover enough for everybody to buy one box. Also got third place and won me some packs. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these up and see what brand new cards, new rules, and new gimmicks are in the game. But first, before we open the box, let's go ahead and open up the winnings first. Let me, okay, I think the sound is just peachy right there. Alright. Let's go open up these packs I got third place. Surprised I did so well too. Might have gotten higher, but I actually lost my first match, which is a shame. Let's see what we can get. Oh no, no. Why do I look incredibly weak? There you go. Much better. Oh, let me get my trash. Well, not trash. Recycle collector. It's a fancy name for a shopping bag. Cause you know, mine's are all recycled, kids, right? Let's see what cards we get. Alright, ooh, look at that. Oh, it's a Spino. Ah, look at that. It's our first dual color card. It is a green-red. I believe the way this game is, I think for sorting purposes, I believe whatever's on the right side is considered the color they'll just sort it out with. So I'll go with that too. So I'll just stick this with the reds. Got a little Psychmon, not to be confused with Gabumon. See, got red. Oh, Charcy! Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? How'd the rigging go? Welcome. Doing a little unboxing of brand new Digimon cards that just came out. Yeah, it went good. Nice. Look at this. I like this thing. Surfymon. Look how radical this fish is. I'll get it up. There you go. Good old black blue cards. So yeah, the new set came out. Biggest, one of the biggest additions is now the dual color cards. Yeah, they're double colors, like Master Tyrannomon. Armor textures, all the option cards. Ah, yeah, the newest other gimmick, armor evolutions. Ugh, why can I never get this camera to zoom in just right? Thought I had fixed that issue, but so armor Digivolution's a new gimmick. It comes with the new armor purge ruling. Basically, all that says is if you were to delete the Digimon, you can just sacrifice the top card, throw it away, and then get a and keep the Digimon below it, as opposed to just deleting the entire thing. It's actually pretty nice. Got new Vmons, of course, because we got armor cards and we have DNA Digivolutions. Hopefully, I can bust out one of those. For a black baby. Ah. Oh, we got Willis, first tamer card, if you remember the Digimon movie. And oh, here we go. Ophanimon, fall down mode. Open up the next set. We're gonna open these 4 packs and open up the box and see what goodies we got from that. I want a 3-bean soup card. I'll let you know if we find it. Might be good. Ah, here we go. Soulmon. I like this Digimon because it's the Digivolution of a Digimon called Bakamon? And it's just the same Digimon. They just put a witch hat when it digivolves. It's just fantastic the changes these Digimon make when they digivolve. Yellowmon, where's my yellow stack? Oh, right here. You got Snow Agamon. He's Snow Agamon because he's like white as opposed to being the yellow that he's always going to be. Flamedramon. I'm actually hoping to get some X-Antibody cards. I'm trying to make that deck. It's a nice black deck. Here it's very strong. Zembondoka. Got Bancho Mom back there. Finally, we have all the Bancho cards out there. Fangmon. Ooh, nice DK. Oh, I think this is the first time I've never seen a rare version of a tamer. Little Hookman. Ooh, Skull Knightmon Cavalier mode. He's been getting some steady support. He's gonna get his best support. Oh, my entire. There you go. He's gonna get more support later on once the I think it was like around the set 10. Look here. Ooh, look at that. Sulongmon and a nice Flamedramon. Oh yeah, now the zoom's working in. Look at that. I actually like the little foiling in here. It looks like a little speckled. So yeah, I went to the pre-release event. I thought there would actually be way more people, but there wasn't. It was actually like around, oh, I want to say 6 people. We did a best of 1 rounds. Best of 1, round robin, and we ended up doing 4 matches. Actually, no, there were 7 because someone got a bye because there were just no. Because you know, someone had to get a bye, but someone left because they lost so many rounds. They lost 2 rounds and they're like, oh, screw this, I'm out of here. I'm like, oh man, calm down. Oh nice, the Greymon, the virus version. I forgot this set also introduces a way better black War Greymon, the dual color. It's gonna be fun. Ended up losing. Yeah, but yeah, I lost my first match. But after that, I got pretty lucky and started. Oh, maybe skill luck. It's kind of hard when you do like, you know, the game has its own set of rules. Ooh, the Black Gatomon. Need support for that Mastamon DNA fusion. I'll show you the gimmick if I come across it. Consider a yellow card. Place. Ooh, Yo Lee. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Imperial Dramon fighter mode. Nice. Isn't that? You don't know about much of the card game. This is how much it costs to play, but this is how much it costs to digivolve off a Digimon. Here are the colors. But then you have like little effects down here, like Digivolve 2 if the name contains Dragon mode. So there is an Imperial Dramon Dragon mode, so that way it's cheaper. It's just like a mode change. What says, when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 10,000 DP or less to its owner's hand. That's a really nice bounce effect. Basically, it gets rid of most level 5s. When attacking once per turn, if a blue card is in this Digimon's Digivolution card, unsuspend one of your Digimon. And yes, when it says 1, it means that you can unsuspend itself. So you can attack and then unsuspend. Because whenever you attack, you suspend the card, and then that's it. But you use the effect and like, whoop! If a green card's in this Digimon Division, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So you can suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon. So if there's any trouble spots over there, you can just get rid of them that way. So I'm gonna put you over here, shiny ones. But yeah, the game has its own set of rules. Let me see. Let's play real quick. In the trash. I mean recycling. Yes. Like I was saying earlier, there's a Digimon's attack power. Digimon's name, lets you know what color it is, how much it is to play it, and how much it is to digivolve. Normally you want to play the weaker ones, but digivolve using the higher ones, otherwise you spend a lot of resources. Normally you can only digivolve off the requirements that are here. Like it says, play 2 off a red, level 5. Nope, level 4. You can't, so for sealed, in sealed is basically you buy 6 booster packs and then just make a deck of 40 cards. Usually a deck is 50, but since you bought 6 booster packs, you really can't make a proper deck, so they have to adjust some rules. Ooh, Ginryumon. This is one of the X-Antibody supports that go great with the Alphamon and Dorumon. The whole point, most of their thing is basically just start sticking cards under Digivolution stat on your stack, extra cards just so you can get extra bonuses. Ah, yes, the famous children's, what's it? Child-friendly Digimon, Skull Satanmon. Look at this boy. Ah, Captain Hookman. And yes, there is a Petermon and Tinkermon to go along with this. It's kind of hilarious. Why is he so anime handsome? Also, where's his hook arm? He has two hands. The other hand's holding a gun. The other hand's holding the wheel. I feel like they completely missed the point of that. Ah, X-Antibody, the exercise Digimon. For you exercise enthusiasts out there. Disaster Blaster. I like these option cards because they're usually named after Digimon attacks, and they have some attacks that are just kind of out there, like Giga Death, and not to be confused with Mega Death. Cyclone. It's treated as a black card. Razimon Fury Mode. Look at that bunny boy, Terriermon. See. Oh wait, this. Oh, I didn't realize it. This was an alternate art. Okay, so I didn't realize it at first because I didn't. This is Flamedramon. This is the alternate art Flamedramon. Look at that. Look at this. I love the art for this card game. It's one of the reasons why I like playing it. It's considered a red, blue, and Digimon. But yeah, since the sorry, I keep kind of rambling because of the cards, but the way a sealed tournament works is you just get you buy 6 booster packs. Everybody buys 6 booster packs. They open them up and make a deck. Since you can't really make a proper functional deck, they only have you. Oh, that was it. It's time to open up the box. They have you open up, make you a deck of 40 cards, and then they waive one of the biggest rules, which is you have to follow color requirements for Digivolution, because otherwise no one could really play the game proper. So you can just Digivolve on top of whatever you want. You get some silly shenanigans of effects. Because one of the reasons you would Digivolve is some of them have effects. Let me see if I can find one. Here we go. So like anything written here, this is a this is gonna be a Digimon's actual effect, but this is called an inherit effect. Basically, when you Digivolve, like stack a card on top, this effect gets passed up to all the cards above it. So you start getting like all these shenanigans of effects that wouldn't actually you would actually see in actual regular gameplay, because most of the effects are unique to different colors. So it's just kind of hilarious when you start getting like Digimon that starts suspending your opponent's Digimon, and then it has piercing, and then it has security attack +1 and all this stuff. It's kind of bonkers and shenanigans. I love it. Alright, here's the box. Now every time you buy a box, you also get a box hopper. Let's see what this one's going to be. Box hoppers, if you don't know, it's just an extra card. It's like an incentive to... Oh, here we go. Alright, so the box hopper is Cody. So you basically get a chance of getting one of the new Tamers alternate art, full art card. Because I think I got the... let me see if I got... Where'd Cody go? I know I had him here somewhere. Oh no, Cody, where'd you go? It's Willis... Oh, I don't have Cody. That's fine. So for example, like Yoli, it would be like just a full art version of that. So I got Cody. I'm gonna hold on to this because I know a guy that actually was looking for one of these at the place. Oh, here we go. This is actually two Digimon. There's 2 in here. Aerial Vidramon 0 and Ultra Force Vidramon 0. These are special because these were actually given out in Japan. In an anniversary booklet, but since you know, we don't have that kind of stuff here, Bandai actually went out of its way to make sure to include these promos in some way. And what they did is they just included them in this box. Whenever you buy a box, you're guaranteed to get these. Side. I'm excited because the actual cards, since this is a pre-release event, the actual set releases next week, and that's where you're also gonna get the brand new decks. It's gonna be the DNA Digivolution sets for Flamedramon and Mastamon. Oh yeah, we got some new Agamon cards. Gamamon's a little cute little Triceratops boy right there. He's from the Ghost game series. If you haven't seen it, it's actually pretty good. It goes hard sometimes for no reason. So if you like spooky stuff and then you're like, oh man, this is a kid show, they're not gonna be like, oh you man, are you gonna be wrong? So yeah, there's a DNA Digivolution with the Flamedramon, the Mastamon, so that's gonna be the new starter decks. It's usually recommended that you buy 2 of each if you're gonna buy them, because in this game a full card set is basically 4. And the decks bring some good cards, but they don't one of the better cards, they only have 2 copies of each. Ooh. Got Shakuyamon. The first DNA Digivolution. I think this is the first one I got. So that's the brand new mechanic. It's interesting. Go ahead. Ooh. Yokio Kua. So the way it works is in this game is, you know, you can digivolve. Let me see if I can find a little. Here you go. Normally you like have a level 3 digivolve of no, not 4. Do I not have a level 4? All right, whatever. You will put normally like a level 4 on top, and there you go. If it attacks, like if this guy attacked and then you digivolved, it would still be suspended, can't do anything. DNA Digivolution, it's its own mechanic, and like this one says, it requires a level 4 blue and yellow. So any level 4 blue or yellow, you can have any stacks. Let me see if I can just get stacks, and even if you attacked with one of them, what you can do is then unsuspend them, merge the stacks together, and put him on top, and he's now considered a brand new Digimon, so he can attack again. Also, any effects that were on the card, let's say someone reduced the attack power of this card by 500 to it's only 200. Once you digivolve into this, it's gone. So all positive and all negative buffs, basically just buffs and debuffs, just disappear when you do a DNA Digivolution. And like any Digivolution, you get to draw a card. Yes. And if you're familiar with the series, Yukio Okiwa, you know he was a puppet for Myotismon before he digivolved into Myotismon, who is in this set and has his own strange, interesting support. Ah. Yes. What's that? Karate? Is that... Okay, I'm reading that right. It does say Karatemon. Karatemon, right? Or, yeah, it has to be Karatemon. The ancient art of swords. Dual-wielding swords. Oh, I've never seen a red Gazimon. Usually, I've only ever seen them in purple. Ooh. The ultimate version of the the little X-Antibody support I saw earlier, Harisarimon. See, well, this Digimon has X-Antibody in its traits, gain reboot. That's a nice little ability. Reboot basically means, hey, Bison, thanks for dropping by. How you doing today? Ooh, thanks for the hydrate. Normally when a Digimon attacks, it just basically is left to suspended until it's your turn again, and then it gets to unsuspend. Reboot means it gets to unsuspend during your opponent's phase. Ah, thanks for the posture check. Let's see, what does this say? One of your effects places a Digivolution card under this Digimon. You may digivolve this Digimon into a Digimon card in your hand with X-Antibody in its traits by paying its Digivolution cost. When this Digimon would digivolve, this effect reduces Digivolution cost by 1. So it's a nice way to basically ramp up, and since he's level 5, you would ramp up into his Mega form faster. Which is, in this case, it would be Alphamon, one of the Royal Knights, which has its own hilarious set of effects. See, like, there we go. There's Magna Angelmon with his nifty little attack, Pandemonium Flame. Look at him just go nuts. Not even flames, just... Ooh, Gurimon. There's a little baby form. Like, this is one of the little... Did you add cards to their own little side deck? Like, go and spend a little bit of time creating a few and retouching a few characters and character customization. Ah, nice. I'll be honest, I've never really been too good at creating character customization games. They always end up looking the same. I'm not really too creative when it comes to them. What you hear, actually? What do we have? Oh, we got Digimon. Oh, we got Digimon and ooh, Flame Health Scythe. I know a guy was looking for these with the pre-stamp. With the pre-release stamp. What's this? One of your opponent's Digimon gets -6. Oh, one of your opponents gets -6,000 DP for the turn. Then play one purple yellow Digimon card with 6,000 DP or less from your trash while paying its memory cost. Oh, that's pretty good. It's 6. It's pretty good. By the way, so there are dual color options now. One of the restrictions to dual color cards, option cards, is you have to have both colors on the field. And it either has to be a Digimon or a Tamer card. So you would have to have like a yellow Kyrie or and a purple Digimon out on the field. But if you have one of the new dual color cards, like let's say, where'd she go? Black Gatomon, it fulfills all the conditions. Mostly been creating them off a few 16 characters. Yeah, alright, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know, I just usually see people when they're playing games that have, you know, like character creators playing with the sliders, and then they just create some of the either some of the best or memeiest things I've ever seen. Or they just end up recreating like goddamn handsome Squidward, and I'm like, how do you guys do this? Like, I can never figure it out off the top. I can never figure it out how you do that. I guess it's just I'm not visually imaginative enough. Ooh, look at that, Ultimate Brachymon. Look at this dinosaur that has, for some reason, shuttle engines on it. I don't even know where it's going. Going to space, to the moon, diamond hands, all that shit. I find it hilarious as a card that has like a Biodesmon teaching a bunch of baby Digimon. I'm not even sure what exactly it's teaching. Oh, it's teaching it Digivolution stuff. BB Dino Human. Huh. Let's see. He was. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, there's the Cody and the I can find it. Cody, and then the box cover version, just a full art version of it, which is nice. People do actually want this stuff. They do go for a little bit more. But you can turn like a quick buck. Again, this game is not too expensive. It's actually pretty easy to get into, and the price is not too crazy. Ooh, here you go. Metal Greymon, the first dual color. Is he the virus type? He is the virus type. The black or red one. So like, yeah, he's black and red. He's got a Digivolving effect, which is a black effect usually, and then it has a then delete one of your opponent's Digimon, which is 3,000 DP or less, which is a red effect. So it's nice seeing the dual colors actually mixing abilities together. He's considered red, so he goes here. Da -da -da -da. Captain Hook. Here's Catch Mamamon. I like Mamamon because his whole gimmick seems to be he just digivolves after he just finds a random item out in the streets or whatever. And there's an entire playstyle. Unfortunately, I don't think he actually got meta, but it's kind of like a nice little meme deck to play around. Part of the the exercise set, Pissmon. The Digimon that likes riding his bike, because he is a bike. Who needs legs when you are a bike? If it's a game that has good or decency enough character creation, I usually try to create a female blonde character, mainly because it's something staring at. Oh, rather have a female to preferences. Yeah, I know a lot of people, know a lot of guys that actually prefer to create female characters because they're like, oh, if I'm gonna be looking at you all the time, I'm gonna make it something pleasing to the eye. I can't blame them for that. So here you go. You got cards like Giga Death. And yes, that is like this Digimon's attack. This says suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then place up to 10 of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order. That's a lot of Digimon. Normally, you would not have to deal with like your opponent having 10 Digimon. Hell, Alphamon has an effect that says it can stun 12 of them. Again, it's ever so rare that that occurs. But you know, I guess if it didn't like bounce back 10 Digimon, it wouldn't be quite so giga of a death, right? Oh yes, here you go, Chimeramon. So this Digimon saved my ass a lot during the the event because it just DNA Digivolves from any 2 level 4 Digimon, and it has some nutty effects. Basically, when it Digivolves, you can then take a level 5 or lower card from the trash and put it under to make it stack bigger, and then on your turn, all the colors of the Digimons that are underneath it, it gains those colors, including its own, which is white. And then if it has 4 more colors, which is not that hard to do, you get to reduce one of your opponent's Digimon down to like by 4th. What is it? By you get to reduce up to 4 of your opponent's Digimon by 1,000. If he only has 1, they just lost 4,000, and then he gains 4,000 attack. I had a guy play this Phoenix Digimon card that wiped the field. I was able to basically save one of the Digimons because it was used the new armor purge mechanic. Let me see if I should have it around here somewhere. Yeah. All the armor Digivolution cards have it. Armor purge, like I said, it's just basically, rather than destroying the entire stack, just get rid of the armor Digimon and leave the one behind. So I was able to save it. Digivolved it back into a level 4, played another level 4, and then Digivolved it into this thing. Reduced his the DP of his Digimon, which I think was 13,000, down to by 4,000. This thing gained another 4,000, and I just smacked into it, killed it, and then I just started wasting him. This card's amazing. I feel like in the future it's gonna become a bit of a problem, but until that day comes, we'll just have fun playing it. And yeah, there is a tamer. If you remember that season, there is a tamer card for the Digimon Emperor. I'm hoping to pull it. The Agamon cards are kind of interesting because they're slowly being trickled out because the series is still going on. But we already saw like its ultimate or its level 5 card, which is interesting because it just says push all the Gamamon card effects. Basically push them up the chain, and I don't mean inherit. I mean like actual main effects just get pushed up. Oh, you're considered purple over there. Got the little Cherubi one. He also has his own support because you can actually go ahead and swap him out for the purple. Lets you swap out the purple one for this one, or the evil mode. I think the angels are, when they're evil angels, are considered a fall down mode. The little scamp Demi-Devimon. Hey, there he is, the boy Gamamon. Okay, this tamer draw 1 card. This card's not sure how big it is in the meta, but it actually kind of helped me out in the little tournament because, you know, different cards have the different value when you're playing the sealed tournaments. This one basically just starts like whenever your Digimon, you play it, take 1 card off the stack from their Digivolution, and then if there's not one, I think it lets you bounce it. And then all your opponent's Digimon gain the effect that whenever they attack, they have to strip source, which is nice because they have a lot of. The way this game works is like a lot of Digimon gain their powerful effects from inherited ability, so it's a nice way to strip those. see what else we got going. Dokapon. Blue Patamon. I know there's been blue for the most part has been about stripping resources and then stunning them. But as of late, it seems like that's gone away because that mechanic has been kind of been handled by other cards. So now it's changing from mostly stripping and stunning to draw power and getting effects based on, I believe it's up to 8 cards or more. And if you don't have 8 cards or if you don't have 8 cards in your hand, the cards do their best to get you up there. Gazimon. TK. Oh, here you go. One of the Bancho cards. Bancho Mamiman. I like how there's a series of Bancho cards, and they're all either black or green. Oh, there you go. Magna Angelmon. It looks like it costs 4, but if you have a Vmon, it costs 3 to Digivolve. He's got Block, Armor Purge, and when Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon, it gets plus 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn for each card with Armor Form in its traits in your trash. So there's like a... So, like I said, Armor Purge is like rather than destroying the whole stack, just destroy the top card, send it away. But there is another card out here. Let me see. See if you can find it here. Here you go. It's armor texture. It costs 0 to play, and what it does is basically say, get rid of the armor. Just get rid of the armor Digivolution card, and then swap and replace it for another one for free. Well, no, you get to play. You still have to play its Digivolution cost, but it forces you to get rid of it, so you can have more armor cards in the trash, so you can actually make this guy powered up when you finally Digivolve into him. In the future, he does get an upgrade. It is called Magnamon X. They'll do the whole I think it is next set. They're supposed to be called X Record. They're gonna introduce a bunch more of X-Antibody cards. And it's going to be insane. I like how they called this guy Scorpiomon when he's clearly an Animaticralis. But I think that's too much. That was a bit too much for young kids to know how to pronounce ancient fossils. Flame hell. Oh, look at that! Yeah, look at that. It's the alternate art Black War Greymon. Look at this dude. God, he was like the best character that had like the best story arc in the was it season 3? Let's see, what's it? When in Digivolving, this Digimon has red Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon. This has a black Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Tamers. The chosen cards in play cost must up to 6 or less. Delete those chosen cards. So it's a nice way of getting rid of some Digimon or Tamers. All turns, once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, unsuspend this Digimon. So if you for some reason you can attack, and for some reason delete an opponent's Digimon, it can just unsuspend itself and attack again. It's great. I'm so glad I actually got the alternate art. I wonder if I got the regular one too. Usually, if you get the alternate art, there's a good chance you'll also get the the standard one as well. But yeah, Black War Greymon is such a great character arc. If you never saw the season, there was a character called the Digimon. No, not Digimon Emperor. After that, there was 2 Digimon lackeys called Mummymon and Arukenimon, and what they were doing is they were turning these things called Black Towers into Digimon. And then one day Arukenimon just kind of had the idea, it's like, what if instead of turning one tower into a Digimon, I gather a bunch of them and turn, like, I think she did 10 of them into one Digimon. And we ended up getting and she ended up getting Black War Greymon. The problem was she could not command Black War Greymon at all. He was way too strong. Ooh, look at that. Ryudamon. The rookies for the X-Antibodies. I like how he's just a little dragon with samurai armor. And that's basically the entire line. Just gets into bigger dragons with more samurai armor. So yeah, Black War Greymon was created. He's too powerful to be created because they made a Mega, basically. And as far as he was concerned, his purpose in life was just to fight Digimon. Just fight, so that's all he would do. He couldn't figure out, and then he went from just fighting things to trying to find out what his purpose in life was. And then towards the end, his what was it? His arc ends when he sacrifices himself to make to power basically a barrier to protect the digital world. It's how they ended up saving the digital world from the final boss, because he wanted to go back to the digital world from the human world. So when he tried to enter it, all of them ended up getting bounced back into a different dimension. And yes, there apparently are multiple dimensions in the Digimon universe. Hell, if you do things correctly, you actually you can go from you can travel to a parallel Earth if you go through the digital world. Urimon. Ooh, Sylphimon. It's the other. Here's a second DNA Digivolution card. Well, third actually. I like them again because they do have the effects from both sets. See, what's this? When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000. That's a yellow effect. Then when DNA Digivolution delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000. That's the red effect. Ooh, Flamedramon. Again, she's an Angel Digimon, and because she's evil, she's fall down mode. I've gotten some so from the packs I wanted to get, I'm actually doing all right. I did want to get more X-Antibody support. Those are like mostly the black cards. I got in a few of them. I'm missing what is it? By the way, this is what Captain Hookman Digivolves from. It's just Hookman, and yes, he does have his hook. Captain Hookman just loses it though. He gets two hands. I can't believe they broke my immersion like that. I'm missing oh, Marsmon. So a little side before I go back on my. So so here's how things work in Digimon. There's different servers, and each server is like its own digital world. I believe the one that in the story we're most familiar with is the one with Yggdrasil as the server, and had the Royal Knights. There's another server, rather than having the Royal Knights as their top Digimon, they have the Olympian 12. So for that one, you have like Marsmon. Sadly, Marsmon is like not the Olympians aren't even like rare cards. They're just like uncommon. Just kind of sad. Ooh, Lydramon and oh, look at you. Orayumon. Digimon has Alphamon its name, unsuspended. Now this is actually a pretty good one. Said when Digivolving, you may place one card with X-Antibody and traits from under this Digimon. Yep, and then your turn. One of your effects places a Digivolution card on this Digimon, gets plus you and can't be deleted by your opponent's effects until the end of your next turn. Nice. Now the reason this has an inherit effect is it says if this Digimon has Alphamon in its name unsuspended, it's because you're supposed to use the effects of the stack to stick this from the very bottom, while you have Alphamon at the top. So when Alphamon attacks, at the end of the attack, it just unsuspends. By the way, these are soft once per turns, but when they're in the stack, they all activate at the same time. So if you have like 3 of them, it only unsuspend once because they all activate at the same time. So it's not like you can, oh, I have 3 of these, so I'm just going to attack you 3 times. It's like, nah, that's not how that works. So yeah, that was actually one of the X-Antibody support cards I want to make. They're actually one of the strongest ones, and one of the reasons I like them is because they get around one of my least favorite mechanics, which is from Yellow, which is Digipower reduction. Because I put you here. Digipower reduction is that if it goes to 0, the Digimon's destroyed, and there's very few ways to get around that, which is annoying. Like if it happens, your Digimon's dead. Hell, you can't even use Armor Purge. whatever. If you try to armor purge it, the effect still remains on the Digimon. So it still just ends up being it still just dies, which is sad. But the X attribute cards actually have an effect that says, like, hey, did you stick a card underneath it? Cool. You can't for the onto your opponent's until the end of your opponent's next turn. He doesn't receive a he can't reduce his DP. Well, here's a little Agumon card to help support the Black War Greymon. By the way, the Black Agamon, the entire black line is just a virus version of the regular line, so that's why they're different color. It's a nice little searcher, so just on play, reveal the top 4 cards to your deck, add 1 card with Greymon its name, and 1 card with Dragonkin, and it trades among it. So you can get 2 cards on this search. And Sylphie. Yeah. Cassie. Frozoma. See. There you go. Here, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I've opened a couple of these. This is an interesting card because it's actually supposed to be a support for this Razamon Fury mode. This for actual Razamon. You're supposed to digivolve Razamon on top of this one, and then use this burst ability to get rid of it. As it says, its inherent effects when this card is trashed as a Digivolution card by Razamon's effect, unsuspend one of your Digimon and get 3000 DP for the turn. So it's like a nice little support. I don't think he gets that too much better, but it's... what is this? Alright, more of the exercise Digimon. Kalaimon. This Digimon is suspended. Return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon DP to its owner's hand. Huh, alright. Suspended, unsuspend phase, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Green. By the way, this is insect. All these Digimon that are like that I've shown are, I believe, most of them are insectoid types. Green's an interesting deck. It has some of the cards I like. The problem with it is that at the moment, unlike the other colors, green is the most reactive. And unfortunately, that's kind of its downfall. That's why it's not like used a lot. Because it has to wait for your opponent to be to get itself into a certain board state. And if it's not in that board state, well, it literally can't do anything. It can try to force the matter, but it's unfortunately not too good. It tries to take advantage. Like the ancient Beetlemon deck I had, basically would digivolve into it, and then its effect is, if you delete a Digimon by battle, just trash the top of your opponent's security stack, which is fine and cool. And then it would normally have piercing, so it would go ahead and also just do a check on the next one. But if your opponent was good enough to well, it didn't even have to be good enough. If your opponent was just knows it's out there, all it has to do is not attack or get rid of its own Digimon, and it just completely gets rid of that effect. Like I had a guy I was playing with, he had a small Digimon suspended. I was about to run over it, and all he does is just he's like, I'm gonna play this card. It kills my Digimon. It was supposed to have another effect because I think it was supposed to kill one of my low-level Digimon, but it didn't. They didn't have one. And he's like, so now I got rid of it, but now you can't use that Digimon, my ancient Beetlemon, to crush, use its effects. Don't think it's until BT9, the next one, when they get the grandest Coagumon, where he becomes the insectoid. Green gets a little bit better, gets a little bit more active, but it doesn't get the best though, because since it's a a Digiburst, where you have to throw cards out from the Digivolution stack. The deck is full of a bunch of old green cards that basically get some really good effects from Digibursting. Oh, hey, look, we got Hero. He's the basically the main character of the new set. And another Asula. Man, I got a lot of Asula what's with that? Where are the... I need more X-Antibody. I don't really play blue or yellow that often, so... My favorite color is black, by the way. This has some neat effects I like. So yeah, the biggest problem with like I was saying, it's just black is a way not black. Green is just too passive. It waits for your opponent to get themselves into a board type and then tries to take advantage of it. But for the most part, if your opponent, it's pretty easy to get play. Oh, here you go. And here's the big boss monster for the Flamedramon line, Imperialdramon Paladin mode. 15-7. One of your Digimon will Digivolve into this card. You may return one white level 7 Digimon card from your trash to the bottom of your deck to reduce the Digivolution cost by 4. So basically, if you have another one of these in the trash, put it back at the bottom of your deck, and you just reduce this bottom of your deck, reduce by 4, so you make it a 3 Digivolution cost, which is insane. And then its effect is when Digivolving or attacking, you may return... Okay, so this is kind of weird. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says 1-2. It's a bit odd to read. I thought it was like 12, but what it says is return one 2-color card from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the bottom of your owner's deck to trash all of the Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon, and then return all your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of their owner's deck. So basically, the entire Flamedramon Digivolution line has like dual colors, so you just attack, remove one from the stack, clear out their entire Digivolution, the entire Digivolution stack from one, just reducing it to one card, and then the rest of the effects is just no, it goes to the bottom of your deck. So yeah, it's a nice, good card. There is an alternate art. I hope I get it because it's not too bad. And by the way, if you notice, it does have Omnimon colors, and that is because the sword he is holding is called the Omnisword. It is when Omnimon... Because it was when Omnimon... They were fighting, I think it was from the second movie? No, I forgot which movie. It's a movie for the Season 3. They're fighting Diaboromon, who returns as Apocalypmon. Imperialdramon Fighter Mode and Omnimon couldn't beat it. So what happens is Omnimon gives all his power, it makes a sword. Imperialdramon uses it and turns into Paladin mode. I think lore-wise, he's also the one that founded the Royal Knights. Ooh, Kenan Davis. Yeah, if you're playing the new Imperialdramon cards, which are blue and green, you're gonna want this in your deck because you get a memory basically for having. The way they work is if you have at the start of your turn, if you have a blue Digimon, gain 1 memory. If you have a green Digimon, gain 1 memory. So if you have those, at the start of your turn, get 2. And then it says when one of your Digimon who digivolves into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, you may suspend this hammer to unsuspend that Digimon. So there are some cards that have jamming, like Vmon, so he can safely attack the stack without reprisal. And then if you would Digivolve him, suspend him and then just get Vmon back. No, you can Digivolve Vmon and then unsuspend to have another attack. Just like if you Digivolve him into Flamedramon. Again, I love the art for this game. It's so good. Angelmon's the mushrooms. Oh yeah, so this is a weird Digimon. I probably seen it. It looks like Agamon, but a weird face. I can't remember its origins, but it's supposed to be like a little. It's called Betsumon, and its entire gimmick is it's actually a Digimon that just cosplays other Digimon, and it does a good job of doing it until you look at its face. Then you're like, oh shit, it's you. I think it was done for a for a set of commercials, and that's how it actually officially became a Digimon. Oh, here you go. It's Quiyamon. Uh, so it's actually a partner with a Sulamon. It's part of the what is it? I forgot which. It's like the quad set of ancient beasts. Like, you know, you have the tiger, the turtle, the dragon, and the phoenix. So this is the phoenix from that set. This is the one that my opponent tried to beat me with, because when you digivolve into this, you force your opponent to select one Digimon, and then once they select one, delete all Digimon on the field except for this one and the one your opponent selected. It's supposed to like force you into a one-on-one conflict, but I was able to outsmart his butt by armor purging instead. And then that's when Chimeramon came in to save the day. Because had he not attacked, I wouldn't have been able to actually destroy that card. But because he attacked and it was suspended, I was just able to reduce his DP and then run it over with Chimeramon. Oh yeah, so yeah, the Gamamon cards. The Gamamon cards, I forgot all the champions, since the entire gimmick for Gamamon is actually the first Digimon in the series to actually change into different champions. So there's the champion forms from it come in different colors. They have different effects. And then there's the ultimate one, ultimate level, and what it does is it says this it just takes all the abilities and pushes them, all the main effects, and pushes them up to its ultimate. And its inherited ability says, if you get a Mega, just same thing, just push all the main effects up. So I wonder what the Mega effect. By the way, check it out. Black Wargreymons, Giga Force, Dark Gaia Force. It's not. You have to have black and red, 8 cost, and it says choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost equals up to 15 or less and delete them. So it's a nice little force. There is a Gaia Force card. It costs like 1 more, and it just lets you delete 1 Digimon. This one has a tighter requirement, so that's why it can delete up to more. Security, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with play cost 15 or less. So best part is you get that effect if you run into it in the security. That's how option cards work. So if you run into it, it just says do this effect. So it just says delete 1 card with 15,000 cost or less. Hydramon. Oh, why am I putting you here? One of the shiny ones. Go over there. Running. Oh, what do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got. After this, we got 5 left. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna be getting all the X-Antibody support I wanted, but that's fine. I started buying cards beforehand, not from this set obviously, but some older ones. Like I got me some Alphamons. Like this boy, this is the Alphamon. There's gonna be a new one coming out for set 9, I think. But it works for this. He also works for the X-Antibody cards. But it looks like I'm gonna have to buy some more rookies, and I'm gonna have to buy the Tamer that works specifically with it. Because I think you get lets you draw, and you get more bonuses for like whenever you use the X-Antibody support of sticking Digimon cards under the stack. I'm also looking forward to the future where Skull Knightmon gets more support. I think he gets it in BT10. Some cards actually start getting. One thing they'll do is they'll introduce Houseamon, another Bancho. They'll have a set like an entire gimmick in line, an entire support. But then they'll also throw in like these side cards that doesn't seem to like have much support or do much, and it's because they're going to start trickling in support down the line. Because I think the main support for Skull Knightmon is going to be in BT10, and it's basically the season that's cross fusion, which is, to me, is still it's a bit of a weird season. Wasn't very popular. It's got like 2 spin-offs over in Japan. And there's like way more different Skull Knightmon cards there. And they use the new cross fusion mechanic. Climbon. Ah, here you go. I knew it. If you get the alt card, there is a huge chance you will get the me see if I can find it. Come on, where are you hiding? There he goes. I noticed that when you open boxes and stuff, if you get an alternate art card, there's a huge chance you will get the normal card. So like Black War Greymon, alternate art Black War Greymon. Look at this thing. I think one of the other cards I kind of wanted to get, probably wasn't going to make, it was actually another green card. It was called Shivamon. It's an Insectoid Digimon. It's interesting because it had the effect that when it unsuspends during your turn, it would just automatically trash a security card from your opponent's stack. And then it had all these effects. The way you're supposed to like Digivolve it is that it would have all these passive effects that on your opponent's turn, that's when it would gain attack. Because I think it's only 11 DP, which is kind of low for a Mega. So when it's your opponent's turn, it's there to make sure that it can't be run over easily. And I got a lot of Banchomons. Bancho Mamemons. Again, there is like a big old archetype of Mamemon cards. It seems like it's a bit of a Mimi deck, which is fine. I know a guy that every time we play tournaments and stuff, he likes to build decks, but he just likes making the most ridiculous decks ever. Just meme decks all the time. They never win, but they're kind of hilarious. I think the last one he made was just nothing but security Digimon. So whenever you hit the security, his security stack, a Digimon would just pop out. And it's on the field now. Usually whenever you hit a security card, if there's a Digimon, it just goes to the trash if it wins or loses. But all the security Digimon have an effect that say, oh yeah, just play the card. So every time you ran into his security, he would just get a brand new Digimon on the field. Oh, like Speed of the Devil, there he is. Shivamon, the Insectoid Digimon. Oh yeah, it does have the other effect I forgot. It was just on your opponent's turn, while all your Digimon are suspended. So this card requires you to have a lot of suspended Digimon. They can't use option cards, so that's like a nice little floodgate effect right there. And I actually kind of do like it. I like the Insectoid Digimons a lot, but like I said, it's just like green's underpowered until I think it's next set. Get all the strong bug types. Okay, it's just still playing music. I don't know why I just kind of stopped. Big old mono silence. Yeah, like the Pismon here, where it says all turns Digimon gets 1,000 for each of your other suspended Digimon. So you would have other suspend. It makes the one stronger. You would basically Digivolve into Shivamon, that way when it suspended and left wide open. Oh, it has 12. Okay. Still a little bit on the low side. It has the, normally 13 is where it's at. That way it's harder to run into it when it's your opponent's turn. Because just basically unsuspending, like the rules say, and then just destroying one of your opponent's security cards is... It's a strong ability, but it can be played around. Inryu. Cherubimon. Huh, I haven't gotten the purple one. I know it's a super rare card. I guess I didn't get lucky and pulled it. I got a nice amount of armor evolutions though. I got Digimon and Flamedramon. But I think for the most part it's Flamedramon that's I think Digimon might be played, but it's mostly in the Shikuyamon deck, because he's the one where he's at right now. Yeah. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we got. Got Disaster Blaster, Scorpionmon. That's not actually a scorpion. Pismon. Surfymon. Again, look at this boy. Look at this radical surfer. Pretty spiny though. Is he a shark? I don't even know. He's a cyborg. Why? Why is he a cyborg? Oh, alright, well, whatever. You can be a cyborg. Psychmon. Master Tyrannomon. By the way, this This was also a good card to have in the in the pre-release event. Again, because it was sealed, the Digivolution, the color requirements are just out the window when it comes to Digivolving. I didn't play him for his effect that makes all Tyrannomons get security attack +1. I did it for his inherited that just adds security +1. So I could make whatever few. I had like 3 megas, 3 level 6s. I would just Digivolve him and then Digivolve Mega, and congrats, my Mega now has a security attack +1 attached to it, and it was great. It helped me finish up games real quick. Demon. The baby Demi. Oh no, I mixed my cards. Yeah, never mind. Cyclomon. Okay. Oh, look at that, Myotismon. So this is the other, the other set that I'm surprised I didn't get to see too many of. But there's an entire Myotismon set inside this one. Support cards, and they basically eat up where you have the. Oh, Digimon Emperor. Nice. Hold up. See if I can show you this guy. Where is he? Because I did not get any of the actual Digimon, but you would play an entire Myotismon deck. You would have this guy. He has effects like when one of your Digimon with Myotismon in its name is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory, which is nice. But here's this: at the end of your opponent's turn, if this tamer is suspended, you may delete this tamer to play 1 Myotismon from your trash while paying its cost. And then, so yeah, it's basically you want to use this guy, Myotismon's cards, and you just bring out the boss monster. And here we go, the Digimon Emperor. It's interesting. He was actually pretty popular for a while because of his effect. I see it says one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon is deleted, you may sustain this tamer, draw a card. It's nice. Opponent's turn. When one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon is moved from the breeding area to their battle area, gain 2 memory. The reason this one was actually kind of important is because it had there's a card called the Bonds of Friendship, Agumon Bond of Friendship, and no, Bond of Bravery, and Gabumon Bond of Friendship. And what you do is just take the level 3 from the breeding area and move it up, and then just turn it into super boss monster. Do a lot of damage, and then the card goes, and then the entire card just goes away. But it was fine because you could do it multiple times. This guy single-handedly stopped that because at the moment they would come out of the breeding area, I would gain 2 memory. And the way the game works is you share the memory gauge. It goes from 0 to basically +1 on your opponent's side, or it goes to +1 on your side. And anytime you gain memory while it's your opponent's turn, it just goes onto your side. And if during your opponent's turn it goes +1 on my side, it just automatically becomes my turn. So that's why this card was seeing play for a little bit, because it completely just stopped all these Digimon that would just come out of the breeding area, become super powerful, and it's like, oh, can't do that anymore. Alright, well, that's that. Got some decent cards. Gonna have to search for more of the, gonna have to go, I guess, search for some of those X-Antibody cards that I wanted. Didn't get enough rookies, I'm afraid. I only got 1. Didn't get a tamer, any of the tamers. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go card shopping or trading at the tournament. I mean, at the tournament scene. No, guy already wants these. But alright, got me some really dope cards. Let's see, what were the big wins for this one? Hold on, let me see if I can find him. Shivamon's one. The Black War Greymon cards are definitely there. The Kuyamon. Basically, the big hits are going to be like super rares. Paladin mode. Oh man, I got a lot of rares out. Aroyumon. Gonna have to definitely get that. Ophanimon full down mode. Magnamon. Don't think I got a secret rare for this one. honestly. I don't even... No, actually, no, it is Paladinmon. Nope, my bad. It is Paladin mode is the secret rare. Chimeramon. Alt art Flamedramon. All the alt arts are basically considered super rares, even if they're still marked as rare on the card itself. Flamedramon Fighter mode. Don't have a lot of space here. You can move them up. Wow, I actually got a decent amount of cards, I'll be honest. Another and that's it. So those are the big pulls from this set. Probably won't be using this. The Black Wargreymons are actually a pretty good deck. X-Antibody definitely. If you're playing Pyeldramon, the new set, definitely want this one. And the Imperial Dramon Fighter mode.